for real.
You've been a piece of shit his whole fucking life. Do something positive today.
Is he a piece of shit to the other 3 little niggas?
I don't know how he is to the other kids because I'm not there. All I know is that those kids are animals, dog.
I'm about to say, obviously, they ain't disciplined, so. I mean, I ain't got nothing against kids. I love kids, but if you don't teach your kids how to act in other people's houses, that means they do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've even heard them say, like, between Isaiah and Josh, which are my 2 kids, his kid, whatever, my stepkids, talking about how the other kids, they call them, like, animals because no one has control there. The kids do whatever the fuck they want. They're not scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if I'm going to hit you, they laugh and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, he's a pussy to his 2 kids. He's a pussy to his 3 kids.
Well, it just sounds like he ain't a father to none of his kids. Motherfucker got, like, 6 kids. Be a dad to 1, nigga.
At least 1, nigga.
Nope.
I really hope you're fucking listening to.
Paul wants to know, if he wasn't a father, why would he step up now? You're absolutely right, Paul. He ain't going to step up.
Why would he step up, nigga?
But that's how deadbeat dads are.
He wants to be here for fucking accomplishments.
Serious.
That's it. That's like any...
Oh, hold up. Paul told me I got to stop calling them my stepkids. I never call them my stepkids. I always say my kids. But because I'm talking shit about their father... I don't want to confuse people by them thinking, like, what the fuck is he talking about? Who's this dude? If those are his kids. You know what I'm saying? Those are my kids. I raised those niggas.
He's right. He's right and you're right.
But I always say they're my kids.
Yeah.
For this episode, I'm using the word stepkid or stepson because I'm... Exactly.
Yeah,
so people understand that these kids have some piece of shit dude who was a sperm donor.
Yeah. That's
you know. To me, in my eyes, they got a father. And, if they want to call me Pops, that's cool. If they don't, I don't push it.
Yo, what do they call you?
They call me Anthony. Oh. But I never forced that because I grew up with step parents.
It is what it is, yeah.
And it's like, yo, if you want to call me your pops.
Yeah, but who do they turn to? They don't turn to him.
Hell, well, it depends on the situation because if they think that we're going to fucking beat their ass, because there have been times that they've turned to that nigga because it's like a friend. When you fuck up, it's easy to tell your friend and tell your parents.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Like one time Josh crashed his car. Instead of calling us at 12 at night, he called his pops because he knows his pops does the Uber shit late at night.
Yeah.
So he called him to come pick him up instead of calling us. And we found out about the next morning when the tow truck was dragging his fucking broken down car to the house. You know what I'm saying? But then again, who had to pay for the motherfucking tow? You know what I'm saying?
Not Mr. Uber.
Mr. Uber.
Mr. fucking Uber. You're a loser.
Yo, he got me so hot, dude. He even came to the studio.
So how you got him out your house?
I threw him out. It got to the point where I was like, yo, everybody needs to leave. And he sat his ass down in the kitchen. And he was going to hang out with Josh and Isaiah. And I'm like, all right, cool. Whoever does, and I screamed it. I yelled. I'm like, whoever doesn't pay rent in this motherfucking house needs to get the fuck out.
That's including the kids.
No. That's the first thing I yelled. Yeah. So everyone got up. Everybody left because everybody knew I was talking about him. And then his father even came up to me and apologized because he realized like what was going down.
Oh,
and his father came up to me and was like, yo, I'm sorry about my son. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. He's like fucking crazy or some shit. I don't know. And the father left. And then I was like, all right, cool. This nigga truly sitting down talking shit with Isaiah in the kitchen. Like, it's all good. Like, I'm going to stay here because my kids are here. Like, it's all good. Like, it's his crib. So I was like, all right, cool. Whoever doesn't pay motherfucking rent in this motherfucking house needs to get the fuck out. And that includes you, Isaiah, and you, Josh. So I threw my kids out. Yeah. Now there's no reason for that nigga to stay there. Because he thought, oh, you niggas can leave. I'm going to stay here with my kid. Like, nah, nigga. That's my house, dog. Get the fuck out of here. You don't pay rent. Your child support never once. Never once. In all the years I lived there, never once I used your child support to pay rent or to buy those kids food, nigga.
Yeah, how much did he get? $25?
Nah, he paid, when at the time, he was paying, I think, like $80 a week.
And that was going towards the kids anyway. So.
When he paid it.
Yeah.
And I used to tell Pam to buy toilet paper and Bounty because, you know, kids got to wipe their ass. And let's face it, kids use a lot of toilet paper when they take a shit.
Niggas eat a lot.
And they eat a lot. And, you know, they're young adolescent kids. And, you know, kids need a fucking, you know, little jerky jerk into a napkin. They need to have two-ply, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to use dirty sock.
Man, you got to let them niggas know. Use the sock. You can wash it.
Isaiah used to use a sock, and that shit was just crusty as fuck on the side of his bed. And he tried to front. It was all yellow and fucking hard as a rock. No, I don't do that.
Nigga, why this sock can't open?
That shit didn't even look like a sock no more. That shit was a straight up hard rock.
Shit. Yeah,
that nigga got me so hot, dog. Like, you don't even know.
Yo, so when you kick both of them out, did they get up and be like, I guess he's kicking all of us out?
Yeah, he eventually got the hint. He got up, and then we're like saying peace out to everybody as we're leaving, because then we were gonna come over here to the studio.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know about the studio, it's a skincare studio that my wife owns. Because we figured,
come get your motherfucking facials.
Come get some facials done, bro. Like my wife got it all, but
I don't know how to say the name. Go ahead.
It's piel, which is Spanish for skin.
Oh.
By Pamela. So it's basically Skin by Pamela. Just
Google it.
Google it. But anyway, we figured my man wouldn't take the fucking journey over here. So what's he do? Well, as we're walking over here, and mind you, I live like 8-9 blocks from here.
Oh, so yeah, I walked over here.
We walked, thinking he'd get in his car and bounce. Like, party's over.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. We're leaving. Nah, this motherfucker with his 800 fucking tribal, Platano fucking bouncing off the wall kids decides that they're going to follow us to the next spot. And we're looking at him like, yo, you truly going to follow us, dog? He followed us all the way over here. And the whole time, his father kept apologizing to everybody. Like, oh, I'm sorry. We should just be going home. I don't know why he's doing this. I'm looking at my wife like, I know why he's doing this. Because he gets his kids on the weekend, the other bratty kids, because he just got divorced from his wife, his other wife. And guess what? He needs fucking someone to watch some kids because I live in a basement. I don't even have a TV to entertain my children. I got all this fucking bread because I'm an Uber driver, but I can't afford to buy a TV for my kids to fucking watch on the motherfucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? So we were his kids' source of entertainment for that day. Because at 8:40, almost 9 o'clock, that's when that nigga was ready to be out. All right, cool. Let's go, kids. Pack up your shit. I was like, yo, I bet you he had to bring the kids home by 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
It was on a Sunday?
Was it Sunday? I think it was a Sunday.
Yeah. There you go.
So I'm like, he probably had to bring the kids back by 9. Yeah. So at 8:40, he started packing his shit up. Like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
How far she live from here?
I don't know where his baby mom's lives. I think they got No Bergen. They used to live in No Bergen. I don't know if they still live in the same crib. But it was right there off of 70th Street by the fucking Dairy Queen right there.
That motherfucker is something.
I was hot. I had to do everything to hold my tongue, and I kept saying, I'm not going to say nothing. If I say something.
Pam to say what you said in the house in here.
Nah, I kept telling Pam, like, yo, I'm not going to say nothing because it's going to come out my mouth, and it's going to come out the way it's going to come out, which I know is going to be bad, and it's going to cause problems for everybody. And at the end of the day, I'm only letting this shit ride because it's my son's, my grandson's fucking birthday party. Yeah. And, I don't want nobody to feel like disrespected. Come back here? To get rid of that nigga out of my house because he wasn't trying to leave. We weren't we didn't buy no food. We invited some family members for just straight up pictures, dog. Yeah. This nigga came with his whole tribe of fucking, Zulu Nation fucking children, you know what I'm saying? With a whole fucking tribe of kids, and motherfucker thought it was like a party. Yo, we had no food, nothing to drink, nothing. All we had was a couple cupcakes and the cake for the pictures. That's it.
Yes. Oh, wow.
This motherfucker thought it was like a Spanish party where, you drinking alcohol till like 3 in the morning type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. It's not that type of party.
Heist party, nigga.
Yo, I was hot. I'm still just talking about I'm getting hot again, bro. Fucking piece of shit. I hate piece of shit dad. If you're a piece of shit dad and you know me, don't fucking ever talk to me again, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Be a kid to your motherfucking dads, bro. These
for real,
kids need their father.
Yeah, they do.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a boy. I don't care if it's a girl or she's, that's he's a what is it? Daddy's boy or mommy's boy?
Don't
whatever.
Matter.
Yo, the kid needs his father, bro.
For real.
Male and female.
I've never experienced that because I had both my parents.
Yeah, because they were rich.
No, my parents were not rich.
Yo, you were rich for the 80s, though. Yo, your parents had the suitcase cell phones. Your parents had the cell phones before anybody else had them shits drop. Rob was rich. Rob thinks he was poor, but we know he was rich.
Yeah, I wish I was rich. If I was rich, I wouldn't be doing this shit right now.
No. I didn't say you. Your parents were rich. Let me rephrase that. Your parents were wealthy.
But my girl, my wife, her father was, like, from my understanding, typical scumbag, the whole, get the kids ready, I'm going to pick them up. And my wife was gullible
not show up.
Because all she wanted to do was be with her father. So she would pack her shit, wait by the door, look at her mother, like, when daddy's coming. Is daddy coming?
That's the same kid with my kids. Go. My stepkids are going through the same shit.
And then the thing about her mother is like heaven sent angel, bro. She never spoke ill about this man. Oh, he came up with something. Oh, something happened. He can't make it. Always spoke nice about him until she started getting older. Then she started realizing, like, yo, this nigga's a piece of shit. To the point where he would come and she would, like, give the nigga a head nod. Like, yeah, what up? And keep it pushing. So as we got older and shit, and then we got together, we had kids. He came around a couple times, and my daughter, I think it was my oldest one, that said, Daddy, can we go to mommy's daddy's house? I said, fuck no, you can't go there.
Fuck that.
You are not, absolutely not. The one time the nigga came to her block, he rolled up. Mind you, he handicapped. Nigga got shot like 20 times, and he survived.
Tupac?
Right? Nah.
50 Cent?
50 Cent, but he got shot double what 50 got shot. Right? But he handicapped. He got one of those special cars where you drive with your hands and shit like that because he paralyzed from the waist down, whatever. And the nigga came one day, and he wanted to see my kids. So I rolled up on the block in my car, and I stood outside my car. I said, go hurry up, say hi, say bye. You got like 30, maybe 40 seconds. And then I'm pulling it. And the nigga stood there. He was looking at me. I said, go say hi and come right back. Right?
Don't make me push this motherfucker down the hill.
Yeah, for real. I mean, yo, don't get me wrong. I know my wife don't like the nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know about the other siblings because they got like 5, 6 of them,
every
whatever.
sibling's different. It all depends
I
on the
really
relationship.
don't give a fuck about what they think. I give a fuck about what my wife thinks.
Yep.
You know?
Of course.
So I was like, yo, and the nigga looking at me and like I'm supposed to go over there and shake his hand and to be like, hey, I'm your son, and get the fuck out of here, nigga. Say hi to your grandkids and keep it pushing.
Serious. Lucky you even letting him do that.
Yeah. And the only reason I did that was because of her mother. Her mother was like, let them go say hi, but in Spanish. You know, her mother don't speak no English. So I was like, all right, whatever, take them.
See, that's kind of like what I did with my kid's fucking sperm donor father. I was like, you know what? I'm going to let this shit go this one day. But then after the thing was done, I told him. I was like, yo, I ain't never doing this shit again. Like, never. Like, I would. There'll be a cold day in hell before this motherfucker ever steps a foot in my house ever again.
Or any house that you live in.
Ever. Yo, I live on the 3rd floor. All these years that I've been in that fucking house with those kids, he would never come up the stairs. He always stayed on the curb, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where dogs belong, on the fucking curb sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where you throw the trash. Pieces of shit stay on the fucking curb waiting to get picked up.
Exactly.
Yo, that nigga never allowed in my house, dog. Ever again, dog. I told my wife it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever talk to that motherfucker ever again. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to like them, you know what I'm saying? If the kids want to have a relationship with their father, I'm not going to stop that. Go ahead. Like, I think every kid deserves, whether their father's a piece of shit or not, you deserve to have that right to have a relationship with that motherfucker.
Yeah, you right.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's your pops. You got to do what you got to do. But I don't got to have a relationship with that motherfucker. And both those kids are grown, so it's not that, you know, sometimes you hear, oh, you got to still be in their lives because the kids are young and they got to see them. Nah, these kids are grown. They're both men now. 21 and 25. There's no reason for me and you to be communicating. There's nothing that you need to say to me about those kids. Nothing I need to say to you. But I will say that when Isaiah graduates from Rutgers University and he goes on fucking stage and that motherfucker only gets 2 tickets, I ain't giving up my motherfucking ticket.
Nope.
I did it for Josh's 8th grade graduation. I did that. I had to do that shit for Josh's high school graduation, and I did it for Isaiah's 8th grade graduation. And Isaiah didn't want to do the fucking graduate on stage in high school. Yeah. I don't know if it's because they don't give you enough tickets and he didn't want to tell people he couldn't get enough. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I know for a fact, if you ain't paid for that kid's college education, you ain't going to that motherfucker's shit. You can see the diploma in his hand when he gets that shit at home and he passes by your crib. But you ain't going to be there fucking watching him on stage, motherfucker.
Nigga, hit that like button.
Motherfucker. He be going over there for the free swipes too, man.
What's the free swipe?
Where the kids get the food. Like, I could go right now and go hang out with him. And there's like the cafeteria. Yeah. And, you know, he could buy me lunch or buy me dinner.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. He be doing that shit for his pops. Pops be going over there to get fucking free food.
No fucking way.
Free food. Mind you, the food that me and my wife paid for. The money I just had to get him last night. I had to sign a loan. Check it out, dog. Check it out. Check it out.
How have you not knocked this nigga out yet?
I had to sign a co-sign for a loan. So he could pay for his dorm, and I think it's his dorm and food. It was a $3,000 loan because that's how much they pay for the dorm and food for the semester. So the kid tried to sign it himself, get his own loan. They wouldn't do it because he has no established credit. He asked his mom's, but his mom's name is all over his student loans. So like her credit score isn't that great because she has like $500,000 of Rutgers University student loans, so he could go to school. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look. I know you say you're going to ask your pops, but if that shit don't work out, you can hit me up. You know, my credit score's good. You know, whatever. I'll help you out, you know. So he's like, oh, no, I got it. Don't worry about it. He brushes me off type of shit. He asks his pops. I told you. Pops is there. I'm trying to save it to buy a house. I can't sign that loan for you. So now the kid has to put his dick in between his legs and, come up to me and be like, yo, it's 9